Do you need to go to the toilet?
No, I've done that. Thank you.
Toilet?
At the end of the episode.
The bathroom. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah.
We said don't talk at the same time.
You said that because...
No, Lincoln said that. It's because the sound of my voice is about the same wavelength as the fridge is, and when he AIs it out, I'll lose my voice.
So you are as interesting as a fucking fridge motor.
This is correct. And also... Cheers.
Welcome back to Shout Brewing.
And also my voice is not at its optimal.
Also, the King's driving today.
Again.
Hence the colour of my neck there.
So stay tuned. This is, as you all know, we've said many times, it's recorded. We do a batch of 4. So as we record this, the last batch of 4, episode 3 will come out tomorrow. And you will see the effect of those beverages on my esteemed colleague. And then as these episodes progress, so this is one of this batch, in a number of weeks, you will see how that also progresses.
So the second...
I'm quite looking forward to.
The second of the 4
That's
episodes from last run release.
What episode was it, Lincoln? 21? 22?
Something.
21,
Anyway, we got some feedback from a mate who...
Oh, we'll name him, Jeremy Bell.
Jeremy Bell, that altar guy. And he asked, how cooked were you guys in that episode? By the end of that episode, the answer being him, not at all.
Yeah.
Me, also not that bad.
No, but
in comparison to 23 and 24.
So you at home there wouldn't have just heard Lincoln say, you wait for 23, which is that tomorrow? Oh, the one after. Right. So tomorrow will be an escalation, but the week after, which will be the day of the wedding gala, I believe.
No. You're still too far.
Honestly, I'm so confused about dates, hey?
Oh, well, now we're onto it, the wedding gala.
Yes, what about it? What about it specifically, apart from I don't quite know when it is?
It's in May.
Yes.
I think the 17th.
It's in a month, I think.
Yeah, 17th of May, wedding gala.
Because we've got it in the... We'll be recording the day of the gala.
Yes.
So it's a month from today, I believe.
Exactly. So, wedding gala. There is no theme this year, is there?
No, it's like quite fancy. I think the theme is quite fancy.
But the cock party, community over competition party, which is the Melbourne version, and I guess the OG of the wedding industry.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a while.
Kind of industry parties. But theirs is dressed as an icon.
Yeah, or anything iconic.
So we're going down together, but we haven't determined what...
Are we asking people for suggestions?
I think we should. Uncle Monty's advice line, what should we wear to 2024 cock party?
So, like, the things they said, I did get messaged by, I think maybe Zena or Megan, who are amongst the organisers, and Matt, the 3 of them organised it, but one of them messaged me and said, when they'd seen this and I had the bucket hat and the yellow glasses, they were like, oh, you could come as Hunter S. Thompson, which is... No idea. You know who Hunter S. Thompson is?
Who?
Hunter S. Thompson.
Nah.
Have you seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with Johnny Depp?
Negative.
And then he's got the hide to talk about, like, the age of things that I reference. Only moments ago, you were referencing Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
But you don't know...
Why are we mentioning that? Because Stevie's up on stage with her ex, who she despises, still having to perform.
Anyway...
And we're glad that we're not in that
The community...
We're still making a podcast, even though we think each other are...
Cocks.
Lovely.
Speaking of the cock party, community over competition. Yeah, so iconic. And like the examples were, jars of Vegemite or Steve Irwin or anything. It doesn't have to be a person, can be a thing.
Did you say, or did someone message saying that we could go as bananas in pajamas?
B1 and B2. Yeah, that was also I think that might have been Megan. But so if you something iconic, either as a pair or individually. I did think Deadpool and Wolverine earlier today, but then I thought you wouldn't know who either of those people are.
No.
So I've moved on with my life.
And dressing as each other is probably not all that exciting.
No. Well, not for you anyway.
Because I'd have to wear more and you'd have to wear less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't have the rig for it.
Neither.
Speaking of, you're very funny. Just if we could just pause for a moment while he laughs at his own jokes.
Oh, fuck, I'm funny.
No, speaking of, I'm of a similar, slightly putting shit on me. I was at the Dudley pub, the Royal Crown, on Thursday for Anzac Day.
Yep.
There was a fella there in uniform who I recognised and went up and shook his hand. But thankfully, he was wearing a name badge because I'm terrible with names. But I recognised him as a former groom. I shook his hand. He thought I was a punter, like doing the American thank you for your service kind of scenario. And I go, he goes, yeah, and he looked a bit confused. And I go, it's Monty. I married you. And he goes, oh, mate, oh, fuck, your beard's gotten really grey since then.
Shit all over you.
Yeah, my beard's gotten really grey since I married him. So much so he did not recognise me.
He would have felt like an absolute tool. Not only were you not thanking him for his service.
Well, he didn't say that. He just looked confused, and I think he thought I was shaking his hand because he was, in uniform. I think I've got a moustache hair tickling my nose. It's really upsetting me.
How'd you go? I won $1,000 on the pokies.
I won. I had a similar win, but slightly larger on the Bricky's laptop. That's the pokies, the Bricky's laptop.
Yep, got it. That makes sense.
And
teach me so much.
I know. And so I had a pocket full of money coming into Anzac Day.
Yep.
And I should say Anzac Day, and I am respectful. I get up and go to dawn service. The kids, the wife, we all went to dawn service. Having said that, it will surprise no one to learn Anzac Day is like, it's almost like Christmas to me. Like, I fucking love 2-Up. I can't get enough 2-Up. If they played 2-Up every day, I'd be more of a degenerate than I already
I only played for the first time last year.
Oh, mate.
Love it.
Which is why I said earlier, my voice isn't its optimal. It's because I've spent most of Thursday just yelling, which is why I love it. I think it's why I love it. Obviously, I'm a big noisy prick, and the ability to just stand in a room full of people screaming is like one of my dreams come true. And I just like I like how everyone gets amped up. I like when people throw a foul and you get to boo them.
Yeah.
And I love leading the booing. Boo! Actually, I went very well.
Yeah.
But as the day progressed, much like you on these beers, as the days progressed, things got a little wilder and a little wilder. I still came home with a respectable amount of money, but one of my final bets was stupidly large. Like do you know what covering the centre means? So the person goes in to flip the heads, the spinner, they're always heads, and they bet an amount, and everybody on the outside covers whatever amount they want to bet.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time what happens is someone will bet like $50, so that gets covered pretty easy, and then they'll just go, let it ride. So now they're betting $100, and so the $100 has to be covered. And then, anyway, it got up to 400, and I went, oh, take the lot. So I bet 400 because I had a pocket full of 50s, and I'd been very successful up until that point.
Oh, no.
And then I wasn't. But anyway, I still came home with a very bit of money.
Grace.
Yeah, well, I still came home with plenty of money in my pocket, not as much as I should have.
Well, I
had a fantastic day, as always.
Yeah, I came back very happy, but not with as much money as I left, because I kept feeding it to Dylan, saying, don't let me spend this.
The money as well?
Oh, at least you remembered who he is this time, you prick.
Well, I didn't want anyone to accuse me of being drunk because I didn't remember, so I on purpose didn't remember who he was.
So, gave him all my cash, and then only like 2 minutes later, demanded it all back.
Yeah.
And then the next day I had this shit. So why the fuck did you give it back? He said, well, it's your money.
That's called gaslighting, folks. That's gaslighting.
Anyway. So.
We haven't even got to the list yet.
No. We're doing well.
I'm actually going to do... Can I do something genuinely serious for a moment? Genuinely?
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
All right.
Not a joke.
You go for it.
So as you know, and I want to get this out of the way in the first one because I wanted to say it, and I want to do it early so I'm not sitting on it. As you know, stop smiling, I'm actually serious. As you know, I'm going to a funeral tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Of one of my very good mates, and I just want to make a public service announcement. And it's again at blokes. I said this to you in the car. People are going to get the shits because I say, blokes are stupid all the time, but blokes are fucking dumb. So a mate of mine died. He didn't need to. He was just didn't look after himself. Just if you're a bloke, don't be a dickhead. Get a GP, get a regular checkup, go and get your skin checked. I've got a zipper in my shoulder like this because I get my skin checked regularly. I understand the irony of being a fat man telling everybody to look after themselves, but I get my, over cholesterol and all that shit done 2 months ago. Cholesterol's fine, sugar's fine,
And
blood's
your prostate more
I get
regularly than you should.
Prostate's very regularly checked.
Thank you too.
I don't know if it's, not by a doctor, but yeah, but legitimately, like, if you're a bloke, and obviously it applies to women as well, but women are smarter, they look after shit. But get a GP, get a regular checkup. It takes 10 minutes of your life to get a blood test and go, oh, you need this, you need that, then there's, otherwise you leave behind, this bloke, good mate of mine for the last 15, 16, 17 years, bunch of mates that love him, a daughter that loves him, unexpectedly gone. He's about 50. So anyway, that's that. Cheers, Becky.
Are we going to cheers it?
Mm.
That would make sense when you say cheers.
Anyway, that's it. Get a finger up your bum, get a blood test.
I can't agree with that advice at all.
No. Yeah. So while you're sitting on that, I'll sweep into things on my list. I've got many things. I said to you just a moment ago, and we might have to come back to this one. But
so the whole time, still, I couldn't believe that you managed to keep it serious.
I know.
I thought there was going to be some unexpected punchline there. That
No. So what about this? We'll kick off with this. So this is a story that was told to me just this weekend past by a DJ.
Yep.
He did a wedding. I'm not even going to say where because it doesn't matter. It was at a surf club somewhere. People were from the country. So all their people have come presumably from the country. They're there. He's contracted to be there until 10:30. At about 8:15, the couple says, we've had enough. We're pretty tired. Everyone go home. We're leaving. And they went home to bed.
Shit.
And he said, have you ever heard of that before? I said, I've never heard of anything like it. They just said, we're tired and have had enough. Show's over. Goodbye.
How horny can you be?
Maybe that was it. But
of course.
But I said, was there a blow up or anything? And he goes, no blow up, no nothing. They were just like, we're really tired.
Not even a mother-in-law that ruined the show.
We've had enough. It's over. Go home.
Jesus.
So there you go.
Well, there you go.
Rip that into you.
That is wild.
How are you going?
I'm good.
I see your phone's off.
No, I'm just happy to play along. I don't know what to... Okay, so I do have some feedback.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I feel like I always get the feedback, and it's almost always about you.
I was going to say it's because I'm unapproachable.
Yeah. And they reckon that you...
Guess what? I do it on purpose.
So the feedback is that you literally oppose anything I say just so you don't get lumped in the same boat as me.
That's not true. I don't know if that's true, though. I think there's plenty of things we've agreed on. And there's plenty of things that I have more carefully said than you may have.
Maybe, but I don't know that that's true. Now, I'm going to oppose.
Last week's episode, I said something, and you were like, I said, I don't know your opinion on this, but I expect it to save as mine. And I went on to say it, and you go, oh, yeah, it is. But you've said it much nicer than I would have. That happens all the time. So, I mean, if this person would like me to just let you fucking flounder and say wild shit, I think I'm protecting you.
Same. I think there's... No, well, okay, well, we'll have to...
That person...
We'll have to
Is that the same person that writes in all the time?
Maybe.
Yeah. I had a fucking bone to pick with her anyway. Well, actually, if it is the one I'm thinking of, she sent me a message as well.
Oh, yeah?
Which was... And so anybody that follows me on Instagram will know, generally speaking... Oh, look, and it's because I suck at Instagram and I hate coming up with content. So I've got a couple of boxes I tick, and once I've done them, I move on with my life, and that's done for the day. And one of them is the post-ceremony boomerang.
Yes.
Where I just do the little sip, and it goes up, and that's it. Tag the venue, done the thing. So some time ago, I've had a bloke message me going, I live for these boomerangs. It's like, great. This other person...
The King's one fan, and he's...
Yeah. This other person, who I suspect probably came in with that hot take, told me that... It messaged me directly to say boomerangs are for boomers.
Well, it's in the name.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then I said to her, I'd also heard that thumbs up emojis were for boomers as well, because the same day she sent me this, I saw a news article that said, I don't think it was millennials, whatever comes after millennials, whiners, something, Zoomers, Okay, I'll take that.
After fuck, I did not. Yeah,
There you go. Well, look,
boomers, zoomers.
no, I think there's a number of people between boomers and zoomers. But anyway, whoever the most recent ones are offended by thumbs up emojis because they think they're passive aggressive. So, if you want to do this, you get a thumbs up. Where from my perspective,
Passive aggressive is leaving people on red.
Yeah, passive.
That's passive.
Like thumbs up to me just means, yeah, that's great, good idea, that's awesome. I don't have the time to spend 4
Couldn't
hours.
be fucked writing anything more. Yeah. That's why it's an option. You don't even have to type it. It's just there. Click.
The idea, if you're, and Lincoln nodded when I said that. Do you agree that it's passive? Thumbs up is passive aggressive.
How many times have you said
I've thumbs up you heaps of times. Well, I wasn't being passive aggressive. I don't know if I do passive aggressive. I just do aggressive aggressive.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
There's
no. I'm sure my wife probably disagrees wholeheartedly.
Okay, so gear change. I've just got what a time to be alive.
Right.
One of my notes here. So, very good friend of mine, Tay, who used to live with me. I'm sure you've met her. She is a nurse, and for a long time...
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
When I get the... Oh, no, that's not her.
So for a long time, she was working up at the Mater in the oncology ward and generally dealing with the palliative care patients.
All right.
And for those in the
keep it light,
unknown, they're going to die.
Yeah.
And she was in a very, just had this bad habit of being just so optimistic and just so much energy and whatever. Right. And so she'd walk in, fresh after a night's sleep, and her opening line on the ward to her patients, what a time to be alive. And then she'd go and do the rounds. And as the words are coming out of her mouth, she's realising, fuck, this is not a time to be alive.
It's not ideal.
So
is that the whole story?
That's it.
You don't do that.
No.
If you work in palliative care, don't walk around yelling, what a time to be alive. That's a hot tip. Speaking of death, which has been a number of mentions of already, I was saying to you two a moment ago, on my list of things, there was obviously a number of things that I'd written, put in my notes while I was drunk. And one of those is, it just says, faking my own death. And I don't know what it means. I don't know whether it's a plan for the future. I don't know whether it's something I actually wanted to talk about. I don't know.
How much tax debt are you in?
No, I mean, I'm going pretty well. Unlike some people, I squirrel some away for tax time.
Not me. So I'm, let's get onto that.
No, hang on. What about faking my own death? You know what I think it is? I think I'd like to fake my own death and then lurk up the back of the thing and find out who was there and who wasn't there and what was said. I think that's possibly what it's about.
It's like hiring somebody to come and dress in dark clothing with an umbrella and stand far away so that you looked really mysterious in your life.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what that.
No, I don't squirrel any away for my tax bill, and also I'm on a rampage because so I got my tax return.
Are you becoming a sovereign citizen?
I don't know what that means.
I'm good.
And I got my tax return.
Lincoln knows.
And for the first time in 8 years, I was supposed to get money back.
Right.
And that was from when the engine blew up in the truck years ago, and then we carried a $40,000 loss forward to the next year, whatever. So I was surprised to learn I was getting money back, but then very annoyed when I didn't get any fucking money back, because by the time the tax return was done, my next BAS was due, and so
they took one and split it up.
Yeah, there was a credit for the tax return, there was a debit and they just took one from the other, and so I now still owe them $4,500 instead of getting $12,000 back from tax, which means I've been paying extra interest. This is my justification. That money would have been way better sitting in my offset account on the mortgage, saving me interest, and then I pay it when it's due. So now, in retaliation, maybe?
Sure.
Let's go with that. I'm not paying my fucking tax bill.
That'll show them.
It's going to sit in my mortgage until they start charging me interest, at which point I'll do the maths and work out whether the interest I save on my mortgage is more than the interest they're charging me on the debt. So I've got the money sitting there, but fuck them.
Join us next week for more tax tips.
This is not financial advice.
I don't know what it is.
A big fuck you to the government.
Yeah.
I was expecting a $12,000 return, and I would have only spent it on something dumb like another boat. But still, I would have liked to have.
How many boats have you got?
Well,
have you got a boat? I didn't know you had a boat.
Yeah. So I've got a boat, which I've had for a long time.
What a time to be alive.
And then Dan, so this looks like this 1970s vintage ski boat with a big old 308 Holden V8 in it, goes like the clappers, but doesn't tick all the boxes for us.
Right.
So then Dan found this other boat, which did tick all the boxes, and so he bought it, and so now we have two boats, but he's expecting, well, he wants me to sell the old one, but I like the old one. So
is the old one the one that you're laying on the bow of in your Facebook photo?
Yeah. So basically he wants me to buy half of the new one and sell the old one.
And you don't want to do either of those things?
No. So I'm currently own the old one and should be buying half the new one. I don't know. Anyway, so it's a first world problem, but fuck the tax man.
Well, that's
the moral of the story.
While we're taking wild swings at the government like that, I've got one too. It was right up my list. It's been there for ages.
Well, we shut on the Red Cross blood service last time.
No, we never?
Yeah, we did.
We didn't shit on them.
Yeah, because they don't take.
They don't
blood
take
from
gay
the
blood.
gays. Yeah,
yeah, right.
You've forgotten already.
Yeah, well, I did because I go there. I go there every 3 months.
Oh, I know you're a fucking hero. Have you got a band-aid?
It's only been a month, mate. No,
you could do plasma every 2 weeks.
No, really too much time.
Really make an impact. Oh, too much time. Sorry,
I don't want to look like a junkie.
Sorry to all those people on Tay's oncology ward. Don't fucking worry. There's nothing coming from this prick.
Fuck me.
And you got a lot of blood in there.
Turn it off.
It's in the bones. The blood's in the bones.
No, while we're on the government, I've got on here highway patrol.
Yeah.
So, my missus, on Good Friday...
Oh, no.
3 kids in the car, 3 10-year-old boys, 3 mountain bikes in our ute with the wheels over the back.
Blast Barbie on the back.
Yeah, no. Driving very sensibly with 3 boys, 3 bikes, wheels hanging over back of the tray. Highway patrol pulls her up, gives her a 10-minute lecture about the dangers of driving with your number plate partially obscured, and gives her a fine for 3 points and $500.
You're fucking joking.
And he says, you're going to have to get out of the car and fix it now before him. She's like, it's around the corner from my house. And he said, I'll follow you home to make sure that you drive straight there.
That is a move.
I'll say it. People say it to cops all the time, and there's a lot of cops out there doing great work. Most of them aren't in the highway patrol. Go and find something fucking better to do. Honestly, there's gangs of fucking kids riding around our streets where I live on fucking dirt bikes, no number plates, no helmets, popping wheelies. Oh, excuse me, love, your number plate's partially obscured. Yeah. Had like a diagram, 10-minute lecture about the dangers. Followed her home to make sure that she didn't drive anywhere else. $500, 3 points.
To be fair, if it was you driving, probably would have resulted in more than $500 and 3 points.
I'd have fucking flipped out. Which, again, would have solved nothing. I'm aware of that.
Well,
but just fuck you.
Just for a level playing field, I recently got fined $500 and 3 points for a fucking red light camera. I was 0.006 seconds, like that's how long the light had been red, when I was over the line. And I was fucking half the vehicle over the line. So it was a yellow light when I went through.
Did you say, I drive the world's biggest Land Cruiser, I can't slow it down that fast?
It was the shortest green light ever. There was only fucking 4 cars through, and the first one wasn't even over the other side of the fucking intersection. So I'm also not...
Maybe we are becoming sovereign citizens, Lincoln. Yeah. Maybe that's where we're headed here.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's these absolute fucking peanuts out there.
Oh, good.
I hope they're listening. Who, they go, no, the government's... It's not a real thing. The government's not real. Laws aren't real.
Simulation.
No, but no, none of the laws are actually, like, legit. You're not required to pay tax. You're not required to register your car. They get pulled up, and they've got no number plates. They're like, where's your number plate?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a sovereign citizen. Your laws don't apply to me. Cops go, that's nice.
I'm still going to pay my tax.
Yeah.
But I would prefer that they be honest with me. Instead of saying this much goes to healthcare, this much goes to roads, I want to know that I'm donating money.
1,000%.
To Dale, who lives at fucking Gosford. And he's got a meth addiction.
You know what?
And he's, I just want to know
how's the social commentary
in his life.
You know what? I don't give a fuck about the money that goes to Dale at Gosford. I give a fuck about BHP that doesn't pay any fucking tax. True. Fucking all of those pricks. Yeah. Never mind old mate's got no money and he gets $50 fucking youth allowance a week. He can have all the fucking money he wants,
I
mate.
feel we're really going down a rabbit hole here, and our audience is going to be divided, as in...
What audience? We've already kicked them all out.
True, well, there's no one from WA listening.
No.
Is that next week's?
I don't. I think it is. It might be next week.
Yeah.
No,
No, it was.
It's been
No,
on.
because, because of...
I love shout.
Could we play?
Thanks, Jake.
Hey, good one, Jake. Don't dirty another glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't dirty a glass.
Oh,
Okay.
the service here, Shout Brewing.
Lincoln. Oh, wrap it up. He said.
Blow it out your ass. We're the ones running.
We're just winding up now.
Also, we never actually found, nobody came forward, the runner, the jogger that ran past Shout
Shout hat
with a
yeah.
Shout hat on. We're
I
still
suspect he
waiting
never
to...
existed.
We're still waiting to gift you a prize.
Are we?
Yeah.
What is it?
Fuck knows.
He's already got a shout hat. We can't give him one of them.
True. We could sign it. Autograph Shout hat.
Who's
Return
the
Monty.
fuck? Honestly, who the fuck wants a Shout Brewing fucking Legionnaires hat signed by you and I? Jake put his hand up then, I think.
Yeah.
That'll do. Bye for now.
Thank you very much.
He's got to go to the
Thanks
toilet.
for watching.
No, I'm good, actually.
Shut up.
No, we'll go.
I will.